couldn't help but share this. This is the How to Master the Art of Muffin Making. It's an old vintage recipe book on muffin making, and it's got tips that this is probably the only time you'll ever have saw them. So it tells you what a muffin is and the suggestions and all that goes into it. I believe this is from the 50s. A muffin. It's a standard muffin recipe. This is your base recipe and everything else you can make from that. Here's the secrets and the know-hows. Just stop the video and read it. I've taken many pictures so you're not going to miss out on anything. Here's your muffin recipe. It shows for breakfast on Sunday an apple muffin, an orange honey muffin, a country breakfast muffin, cranberry orange muffins. It tells you how to measure your ingredients, how to sift your flour, the equipment that you need. Here's the sifter, and it shows the old flour, or you can buy your flour already pre-sifted. Shows you how to do exact measurements. It tells you a little bit about flour and the history, and the no-sift flour, which you could buy also, and how to measure it straight across. Measuring is very important. Your sugar measurements. Your shortening oil. And for you that are vegan, you can forget the shortening and just have a vegan oil. For milk too, you can have your own substitute, whether it be coconut milk. And you should always pour not in your bowl, but beside it, because you wouldn't want to wreck your recipe by dumping too much by accident. This talks about the size of your muffin and how to select the right pan. And your examples of shiny tin or shiny aluminum and what works the best. And you can even make tea cake size, or you can make hearty big man muffins. No matter what shape, just make sure you do half to 3/4 full. Here's more little examples again. Selecting the right pans depending on the bread. Coffee cakes would be different, or corn sticks would be different. All the pans that you would use for that, or a nut bread would be a loaf pan. Coffee cake again would be a different pan. So here it shows you what to set, how to preheat the oven, have everything ready, your steps 1, 2, 3. Read it thoroughly, preheat and assemble, put it together. And another thing about muffins, do not over stir, just stir it till it is mixed, don't over mix it. That's really important for getting a good muffin. So you can stop and read, and stop and read. It shows you here mixing it. What it should look like. It's still lumpy. It's not thin or overly mixed. This is the consistencies that they should or shouldn't be, and how to get it into those trays, and what they look like when they're done. They're quick and easy to make. They're nice to have for breakfast, lunch, or supper, or just a snack. So you can butter up the pans with some butter. It shows you here your liquid measurements. So the basic recipe and all the recipes we had before are really nice to follow. I'm using this basic mix. Bisquick's is a good one too. Bisquick muffins, and it has the recipe and you can make all kinds of stuff from that. Here's a Sunday breakfast mix. Your variations. And to have it at meals and be surrounded by family and loved ones. Here's a nut bread for the breads. A fruit nut bread. A prune apricot or pineapple coffee cake. And there is also these ones already made up, but we're going to be making our own. Betty Crocker is well known. Cream of tomato soup or orange muffins. It's a menu if you're having lunch with the girls, what to prepare, or with the family. Just some ideas. Or if you're having a buffet dinner. The thing with already pre-mixed, it's quick and easy. But when you're making it yourself, you can adjust it a bit here and there. Add less sugar, add different oils, add more fruit, less nuts, whatever you like. Then it shows here to judge your muffins on the texture and the look. So I hope you enjoyed this. I've got books on other things I'll be adding on later. This is the Betty Crocker Muffin Scone, I believe. The little illustrations are kind of cute from right out of the 50s, 60s. Here's a score for how your muffins turned out. A texture score. A tenderness score. A flavor score. You could do this with a group of girls or boys too if you're teaching them to bake. Now you add up your score and see how well you did. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe.